What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium where I react to video game music as a musician. Myself today is a Patreon request for Cyrus Bright. This is the Legend of Heroes Kuro no Kiseki. The song is called Cloudy, Cloudy, my favorite type of weather. This is from the Falcon Music channel, and over here it says composer Shintaro Koguchi, question mark, so they don't know. And yeah, so Nihon Falcon, the return of Falcon music. This is kind of a short video, less than 3 minutes. And I'm not sure if I've done a Kuro no Kiseki video. At this point, I lose track of every day of what I've heard and what I haven't. All I know is that Kuro means black. And I don't know what the other things mean. Anyways, Cloudy, Cloudy from The Legend of Heroes, Kuro no Kiseki. Let me fix this volume. Thank you, Cyrus. Let's go. Such a nice sound. Definitely wasn't expecting this from Falcon. Oh, we have dual keyboard playing the same exact melody. The one accordion sounding one, and then they kind of like lead piano. I wasn't expecting this chorus section in this beat, but here we are. Let's see if I can find something really quick. Love me some diversity. Oh, that was good. Doo-doo-doo. All right, this is one of those songs where I don't need to write notes. I did write like one thing, but so as many of you hopefully know by now, maybe some of you don't. I mean, I get new viewers all the time. I listen to everything. Right, and I really do mean that, and I have to emphasize that because throughout my life and just my personal life, or not even just YouTube people that I met, a lot of people say that, but you know, they're lying. They listen to like maybe 3 genres or something like that. I mean, of course, it's different for everybody. Universally, though, it's kind of or sorry, I should say unanimously, it's pretty funny how often except country comes up, because it's true. I mean, again, if you're a country fan, no disrespect, but you have to be kind of in that lifestyle to understand it, and most people don't understand it. Anyways, what I'm saying is I do listen to everything, right? Of course, I look like a metalhead and I do play guitar and all that, but I would say a good 70% of my life, I'd say I would mostly have listened to like hip hop and instrumental beats. And when I say hip hop, I mean like, stuff that's not mumble rap and has like lyricism and, you know, producers, DJs that are cutting and sampling properly and stuff like that, right? So, and I've been like that since as long as I can remember. So I have a huge understanding of like beats and like the feel of it. And then I remember like around high school, I started discovering like this thing called what we know now as like lo-fi. You hear that word thrown around a lot, which is, low fidelity. And this pretty much kind of comes into that umbrella of lo-fi. I just think of it all as just hip hop, really. It's kind of like when you say like metal music, but then under that is like what? Thrash metal, prog, power, whatever. It's just, to me, it's just hip hop. But what I'm saying is, I listen to this stuff all the time, whether I'm making videos, whether I'm walking, whether, it's just something that I've always had. It's good music to just kind of get lost in. And there's so many instances and like artists I can think of. I was trying to think of like who could I recommend, because there's just so many. If you like stuff like this, two came to mind because I'm looking at it right here. I'll talk about the song in just a second, but I mean, if you like stuff like this, if you're interested in stuff like this, like outside, like where can you find it outside of VGM? Because you're not going to hear stuff like this on the radio or anything. There's so many. Of course, New Jobis comes to mind. J Dilla. I'm looking at one called Toki Monsta. That's Tokimonsta, and a song called Gamble. I really like that one. And another one is, I'm not sure if this is the artist's name, but the song is called Find a Way. You can find it on Spotify, and the artist is Lakey Inspired. Those are just like some. There's so many. Like my Spotify playlist has such a massive shuffle of genres. But anyway, when it comes to this kind of stuff in games, I've noticed this more typically on the like menu side. Menu / non-gameplay. Not every game, of course. But when I hear that, like when I hear this kind of mellow, very loop heavy type of beat, it makes me think of like on a menu that you're meant to just be on for a very long time, like a customization menu, options, a pause menu, stuff like that. Or like a skill tree. It doesn't, it's like, I think Persona does stuff like that too. I'm not entirely sure. I never played Persona either, but the thing that's odd about this is it's from a Falcom game. Now, for me, when I think of Falcom, I think immediately the first thing is like hard rock and heavy metal, even like some speed metal type stuff. But not always. They do have quite a bit of variety, but I never heard stuff like this. So that's cool. And that's another reason it makes me think that this is not maybe like part of the like main soundtrack. How do I rephrase that? It doesn't sound like it's part of the game. Maybe just kind of like an extra thing or credits or something just on the side. It could be. I have no idea how the game is, but that's just what I got. And there was something else I was going to say. The song title, Cloudy Cloudy. I'm pretty sure that's clear. Well, I'm almost certain it's intended that the title has to go with the vibe of the song. When I think Cloudy Cloudy, I do think of stuff like this. I have different playlists for different things in life. I have multiple playlists. For example, some people have like a driving, a sleeping, a shower playlist, whatever. I have always had a like rain / overcast, foggy type of playlist, and it kind of reminds me of that and how it paints a picture of this sort of gloomy, just kickback type of vibe, and it makes the whole thing. I mean, as I'm saying this, like outside today and yesterday has been kind of overcast and gloomy, so like I totally fit and vibe with it. And another thing is, by the time of me recording this, I've been kind of like on a little mini break, and I just wanted to come back into like a full force, like let's listen to VGM now, and clear-headed. And then this is the first thing I hear, so it's really nice, and it makes me constantly like, oh yeah, like VGM is just always going to deliver. I don't know. There's so many times I'm ranting a lot. There's just so many times where I get not nervous, but I've been doing this for a while, and I'm approaching 2 years. In almost a week's time, I'm gonna be doing this for 2 years. It's a lot of VGM. From hearing almost nothing to a huge library of it. There's always like that nervousness of like, man, when am I gonna get like tired of this? Am I gonna run out of things to say? But as soon as I click play on something, it's so funny. All that goes away. I immediately, obviously I don't write anything down. I just talk off the top of my head. And it just all goes away. I'm like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna have something to say. It's music. It's my favorite thing in the world. If that wasn't obvious, I always have many things to say about music and the things it does to me and these feelings and memories and all that stuff. And you guys, for some reason, still hear my nonsense 2 years later. So thank you. Anyways, Kuro no Kiseki, Legend of Heroes. Cloudy. Don't know what that is. But like I said, I'm getting very menu side something vibes, or maybe it's just like a dialogue section that's very calm. I don't know, but that was cool, and I need more of that. There's not a lot of beats on this channel, not a lot, or anything like remotely. Like there's some stuff that's close, but for the most part, I don't get this too often. So for me, it's a treat because A, I like variety, and B, I'm already into this stuff. So yeah. So again, that was, if you wanted to check out to those songs, I can give you two. It was called Find a Way from Lakey Inspired. I'm not sure who the artist is. I'm not sure if that's their actual name. And then anything from Toki Monster. But I chose the song Gamble. Maybe there's another one here, because my playlist says... Let me just pick another one. I have so many of that. Here, I'll just say this one because I was just talking about them earlier in Javis. There's a song called Spiral. You might enjoy that one. So there you go. There's so many. If you ever, I'm like a jukebox of this kind of stuff. If you ever wanted to like find more songs, just ask me on Discord or something. Anyways, I've been talking a lot, but it's been a while and I blab when it comes to music. So thank you, Cyrus. Really appreciate it. Let me know more about Legend of Heroes. I've heard some songs from this game now, but I'm not sure about Kuro no Kiseki. This name sounds familiar though. And let me know when the song plays, of course. And if we do know the composer, because it seems like they don't even know themselves here. Thank you to everyone that you see here. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. This is The Auditorium. Take it easy, everybody.